Alright guys, there were some questions on Head Fi about what the Aune M2 looked like in action, so I thought I'd shoot a quick video for you. Here is the hardware user interface, screen, of course you got the skip back, play pause, and skip forward buttons. And the color is not true on this video, it's actually more of a kind of a teal blue color. If we look at the right side of the unit here, it's actually a little bit unusual. You've got the micro SD card slot, you've got the wheel, which is for volume and also for scrolling up and down through lists, and it's also like a little jog dial you can push it in to select things. And this is a micro or a mini, I guess a mini HDMI port, which is what Aune is using instead of, say, a coax out or SPDIF out to get digital out. Top, just the power button. Side, nothing on that left side. Bottom, then you've got headphone out, line out, and your micro USB port. On the back, just tells you that yes, it is the M2. And this is a prototype, so it's got the 001 serial number on it. So let's see what it looks like in action here. So I'll turn it on, just press down that top button for a minute, or sorry, not a minute, a couple seconds. There you go, that's as fast as it can be to start up. I don't think I've had any other DAPs that start up that fast except for the ones that hibernate. If you want to get back to the main menu, you can use either the hardware buttons or you can use the jog dial. Since I need to be manipulating it on this flat surface, I'm going to use the buttons. So get back to the main menu, you just press and hold the play pause button for a second. There you go, you saw it went through the song list and back to the main menu. Here's your main menu. You got songs over on the left. If you go into songs, it is just a list of your songs. That's it. Again, hold down that play pause button to get back out. Folders. This is basically a folder browser type DAP. You don't get genre or artist or album sortings on this DAP like you would on some of the other ones coming out of China these days. So basically you just get a list of all of your folders here, so you need to be organized about this. I like to use if we go down to, say, Iron Maiden, because I love Iron Maiden, so go in there. You can see if I hold down just briefly, we go back up. So I like to use the artist name, then I like to put the year, and then I like to put the album, and then the songs prepended by a 0 if they're a single digit, and the name of the song. That keeps them all in order by the year of release, which I like. I think that's very nice. So again, be very diligent about your organization in your folders, and you'll be happy with this player, I think. Let's see, if you hold down the button, you can see it's skipping. It does kind of a page down effect if you hold it down, so you can either go single line at a time, or you can hold it down and quickly jump between pages. Again, if I want to get back up a level, I press briefly until I go up a level. And so that was folders. Playlists. I don't have any playlists. You can see keeps a list of your most played songs, which is, I've been using this Fleetwood Mac album for testing, so there's a lot of Fleetwood Mac there on my recently played songs. Go back up a level, and then you got favorites, which is your basic on-the-go playlist. I don't use those, so there's nothing there. Go back up to the main menu, settings. You can tell it to play or not play when you start up. I've got it off, and play mode, folder, which just keeps looping the same folder over and over again. I'm asked Aune to change this so that it only plays the folder once instead of cycling through that folder non-stop. I think that's a more normal behavior, a more expected behavior. You've got 4 different Dac filters. You need to have more bat-like hearing than I do to tell a major difference between those. Backlight brightness, you can tell it to automatically shut off after a certain amount of time. You know, backlight, gapless playback, which I have to point out, that's not gapless playback for everything. That's only gapless playback with Q files. So if you have a Q file, this will have gapless playback. Gapless playback. If you don't have a Q file associated with your FLAC or waves or whatever you want to throw on there, then you won't get gapless playback. I think that's a pretty big flaw at this point, and I asked Aune to seriously consider that. So if you're getting one of these, just go in knowing that. And what else was there? So it remembers your place on the settings, which I like that. And if you want to get back to something quickly and change it, it'll do that. Let's see, or close to your place that you left off anyway. Oh, you can tell it to have operation tips. So if you're just getting comfortable with the user interface, you can leave that on, and it will give you like little pop-up tips in all the screens that you go into. You can change between English and a couple of Asian languages at this point. Restore, upgrade, get info about your system. And then you can really customize the lock settings on this, which is nice. So if you want to, you can go in there and change those. And let's see, there's the now playing screen, so you can see it will tell me quite a bit of information about my music here. Or we've got volume. It tells me which DAC filter I'm using, what play mode I'm in. I'm in the continuously cycling folder playback mode. I've got a full battery. You got your song title, artist, album, how long it's been playing for, how long the song is, what track number out of the recent or out of your current queue it is. And then you got your sample. So you got your resolution and bit rate and what type of file it is. And that's about all there is to it. Again, go back to the main menu, do that. Just press down on the play pause button. Press down on the play pause button again for a little bit, and you get back to the main list. If I want to turn the volume up or down, sorry about that wobbly. If I want to turn the volume up or down, you know, go in there and scroll up or down here on the little rotary wheel and turn the volume up or down. And let's see, what else is there? Oh yeah, and this thing does auto gain, so there's no gain setting. You won't go in and select low or high gain with this. It will automatically gain up if you plug in headphones that need it. I have not gotten any specifics on that, despite requesting them several times from Aune, so I'm not exactly sure how that works. I imagine it's after a certain impedance level that it pops it up to high gain. But I never know. And then once again, I just want to illustrate how fast, because it's not scanning in all these tags, you know, it goes really fast. Like scan this thing in and bam. I mean, it's that fast. I can't believe how fast this thing is to scan. I put in bigger cards. I put in a full 128 gig card, and this thing scans it like you wouldn't believe. It's so lightning fast. And now I'll shut it down, and you can see it tell you goodbye. All right. Bye, guys.